Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome from the team at Gradeup. A very warm welcome to all of you from the entire team at Gradeup. A very good afternoon to all of you. Today, in this very short video, we are going to understand the concept of Lok Pal. The concept of Lok Pal, which has been a matter of a great debate in the last couple of years. There were various people like Arvind Kejriwal, Anna Hazare, who protested against the government and compelled the government to come up with this Lokpal. So let us first understand what is Lokpal. Now, in a country, in any country across the world where there is a government, there are issues relating to corruption. Now, so to tackle corruption in public offices, we require a body. We require a body which is going to take care or overlook into the corruption issues relating to the government, and henceforth is so-called the body called Lokpal. So Lokpal, what is Lokpal? Lokpal is nothing but a body. It's a body that is constituted to supervise into allegations of corruption against public functionaries. The Lokpal and the Lokayukta Act of 2013 establishes the concept of Lokpal for the union and Lokayuktas in the states to inquire into allegations of corruption against certain public functionaries. Very, very important. So, what is Lokpal? Who is this person or who is this body? Now, a Lokpal is a group of people, is a constitution of a body who is charged to represent the interest of the public, by investigating into complaints of maladministration and violation of rights. Now, for example, there were a lot of hue and cry about the Rafale deal. There was a hue and cry about the 2G scam. There was a hue and cry about the Colgate scam. Now, whenever governments are in power, whichever government may it be, there can be certain allegations against the government of maladministration or on the issues relating to corruption. Because government enter into various contracts. Government is today buying Rafale, tomorrow it is going to buy something else. So in these contract related issues, in these governmental contract related issues, in case there is any kind of corruption, to check the corruption, there is a body called the Lokpal or an anti-corruption ombudsman who has been established under the Lokpal and the Lokayukta Act of 2019 to curb the menace of corruption in India. Have I made myself clear to all of you? So the Lokpal is a body which represents the interest of the public. We are all taxpayers. You might not be earning anything, but your parents earn. Your grandparents are earning. They are paying taxes. Do you want your tax to be getting into some corruption? The answer is no. You do not want your taxes money to go into corruption, and henceforth you have this body called the Lokpal or the Lokayukta Act, which establishes the body called Lokpal. A very, very important thing to all of you. Am I clear? Yes, Kriti says, what is the meaning of ombudsman? Ombudsman means an anti-corruption body. Ombudsman means an anti-corruption body. Okay, am I clear with that? Fantastic, fantastic. So, Lokpal was established. The office of the Lokpal came to be established by virtue of a legislation that was passed by the Union Parliament known as the Lokpal and the Lokayukta Act of 2013. Now, what is the need for a Lokpal? Now, the first one is that there are at times certain allegations of maladministration. There are allegations of maladministration. Whoever is in power, A party, B party, C party, D party, whichever party is in power, there are allegations of maladministration. So to check maladministration in government agencies, you require a Lokpal. Secondly, most of the anti-corruption agencies, for example, the CBI, the Enforcement Directorate, the Income Tax Department, are hardly independent because they come under the government. So, if there is an allegation against the government, will the CBI be able to investigate independently on the allegations of corruption against government employees? There's a big question mark in that. And henceforth, we require a Lokpal because the CBI, the Enforcement Directorate, the Income Tax Department, these are anti-corruption agencies in India. Now, all these agencies work under the government. So suppose tomorrow there is an allegation against the government on corruption. Will these agencies perform their function of investigating into these corruption related issues independently? It's a big question, and henceforth we require a Lokpal. The Supreme Court has said that the CBI is a cage parrot and it is its master's voice. Now, the CBI works under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, suppose there is a corruption issue against the Home Ministry. Suppose tomorrow there are certain corruption issues against the Home Ministry. Do you think that the CBI, which is also an anti-corruption agency, will be able to perform its duty to independently conduct investigation on corruption issues against the Home Ministry? The answer is no. And henceforth, we require a Lokpal. And henceforth, we require a Lokpal. Very, very important. And thirdly, we need internal transparency and accountability. It is said that sunlight is the best disinfectant. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Suppose there are corruption issues inside the government. Should it not be a transparent method of investigation? So, in view of the fact that there has to be transparency and accountability, even in the government, we require a Lokpal. Am I clear on this? Okay? Okay? Fantastic. Now, what is the jurisdiction of the Lokpal? What is the jurisdiction of the Lokpal? Let us understand this. The Lokpal has jurisdiction over the central government, to inquire into allegations of corruption against public functionary, the chief ministers, the prime ministers, the union ministers, in case any of these people, who are working under the central government, who are public functionaries, there are allegations of corruption against them, the Lokpal has the jurisdiction to investigate matters against corruption against those public functionaries. Am I clear to all of you? Am I clear to all of you, friends? So, the Lokpal has a jurisdiction over central government to inquire into allegations of corruption against people who are working under the central government. Secondly, the Lokpal also has jurisdiction to inquire into allegations of corruption against the Prime Minister, other ministers, and top officials. For example, the Prime Minister, other ministers, Finance Minister, Home Minister, Railway Minister, this minister, that minister, on top bureaucrats also. So the jurisdiction of the Lokpal is very, very wide. The jurisdiction of the Lokpal is very, very wide in that sense. Have I made myself clear to all of you? Have I made myself clear to all of you, friends? Have I made myself clear to all of you? Okay. So there is a need for the Lokpal insofar as the central government public functionaries is concerned, as well as ministers across the country and top bureaucrats are concerned. Am I clear with this, friends? Am I clear with this? Okay. Let's see the composition of the Lokpal. The Lokpal will consist of a chairperson and a maximum of 8 members, half judicial and half non-judicial members. So there will be a chairperson, one chairperson, 4 people who are judicial members, and 4 who represent SC, ST, OBC, and women. Am I clear? So a total of 9 total members are there in the Lokpal. The composition of the Lokpal as it stands under the Lokpal and the Lokayukta Act is simply this. There will be one chairperson and a maximum of 8 members. Half of them will be judicial members and half of them, that is 50% of the members, will be from the SC, ST, OBC or minorities and women. Okay. So from the let's see the judicial members. Judicial members will be former judges of the High Court, Supreme Court, former Chief Justices of India, Chief Justices of various High Courts in India. Similarly, the non-judicial members should be eminent persons with impeccable integrity, having special knowledge for a minimum of 25 years in matters relating to anti-corruption policies, public administration, vigilance, finance, insurance and banking, law and management. Very, very important and very, very crucial to all of you, friends. Am I clear? Have I made myself clear to all of you? So the composition of the Lokpal is there shall be one chairperson, 4 judicial members. Those judicial members can be former judges of the High Court, former judges of the Supreme Court, former Chief Justices of High Court. And the non-judicial members would be from the SC, ST, OBC, minority communities and women. Am I clear? And these non-judicial members should be eminent person with impeccable integrity. with impeccable integrity, friends, with impeccable integrity. Am I clear to all of you? Am I clear? Is that clear to all of you, friends? Now, who appoints the Lokpal? Who appoints the Lokpal? The Lokpal is appointed by the President of India on the recommendation of a selection committee. On the recommendation of a selection committee, the President of India appoints the Lokpal. Now let's see what is the selection committee. The selection committee comprises of the Prime Minister as the chairperson, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, and the leader of opposition of the Lok Sabha. So you have the voice of the Prime Minister, you have the voice of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, you also have the voice of the leader of opposition. The other members are the Chief Justice of India or a judge who the Chief Justice nominates. And the third person is one eminent jurist. So the selection committee consists of Prime Minister, Speaker, leader of opposition LOP, Chief Justice of India, and eminent person. So there are 5 people in the selection committee who gives its recommendation to the president, and the president appoints the Lokpal. Am I clear? Who is the current Lokpal in India? My question to you is, who is the present Lokpal of India? A former judge of the Supreme Court of India. Who is the present Lokpal of India? A former judge of the Supreme Court. A hint, he happens to be from West Bengal. He is a Bengali judge. A former judge of the Supreme Court. He comes from West Bengal. And the correct answer, a lot of people has given me PC Ghosh. Okay, Pinaki Chandra Ghosh is the present Lokpal of India. Fantastic. A former Supreme Court judge, Pinaki Ghosh, has been appointed as the first Lokpal of India. The first Lokpal of India. Very good, very good. So right now we are in a position where we know who appoints the Lokpal. Let us see how is the Lokpal removed. Removing the chairperson or any other members of the Lokpal is to be followed similar to the removal of a judge of a court. That is by a process called impeachment. Okay, the Lokpal can be removed. The Lokpal can be removed by a process which is followed, which is similar to the removal of a judge. That is something like the impeachment process. Something like the impeachment thing. Am I clear? Am I clear to all of you? Am I clear to all of you, friends? Okay. Moving ahead. Let us know the term of the office of the Lokpal. The term of the office of the Lokpal, that is the chairman and the members, is 5 years. The term of office is 5 years or till that person attains the age of 70. Till the person attains the age of 70. So if a person is appointed at the age of 66, he retires at the age of 70 years. If a person is appointed at the age of 55, he retires at the age of 60 years. Am I clear? Am I clear? Have I made myself clear? Now, the salaries and allowances of the chairperson is equivalent to the Chief Justice of India, and other members gets their salaries, allowances, and other perks equivalent to the judge of the Supreme Court. Very, very important. The salaries and allowances of the chairperson of the Lokpal, that is the Lokpal, gets a salary that is equivalent to the Chief Justice of India, and other members gets a salary and perks and allowances which are equivalent to judge of the Supreme Court. Now, the salaries of the Lokpal and its member are paid from the Consolidated Fund of India. Very, very important. Very, very important to all of you. The salaries of the Lokpal and the members of the Lokpal are paid from the Consolidated Fund of India. Very, very important. Okay. Okay. Now, who is the first Lokpal? The first Lokpal of India is a former judge of the Supreme Court of India, Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh. Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh has been appointed as the first Lokpal of India. He is still now the Lokpal of India. Okay. There is a difference between ED, Enforcement Directorate, CBI, and Lokpal. Enforcement Directorate gets into matters relating to financial issues. Okay. Yeah, Enforcement Directorate. Yeah, if there is a money laundering case, the CBI gets into matters where there are investigative things required, like there is a typical murder, there is something different, a large scale corruption issues. Yes, the CBI can also look into that. But since they all function under the ambit of the government of India to have an independent investigative agency, we have a Lokpal today. Okay. Now, a very important announcement that is required to be made, friends, a very, very important announcement that is required to be made now is that from tomorrow, we are starting with Gradeup CLAT Conclave. From tomorrow, we are starting with Gradeup CLAT Conclave. You get to meet people who have passed out from various law schools across the country. You can ask your questions to them. You can ask how did they prepare for CLAT and other law entrance examination. So these are some of the important things that is going to start from tomorrow. So do not miss. Do not miss. From tomorrow, we are starting with the Gradeup CLAT Conclave. Very, very important. Okay. Second important announcement, CLAT has been postponed. CLAT has been postponed. CLAT has been postponed. Now, what does it mean? It means that CLAT, which was scheduled to happen on 22nd of August 2020, stands postponed until further directions or orders coming from the CLAT consortium. They have said that by the first week of September, they are going to tell you a date and they will give you at least 21 more days for your preparation. And the last date for filling your CLAT form has been extended to 15th of August. The last date for filling your CLAT form has been extended till 15th of August, and the schedule of this examination will be given by the first week of September. Owing to this pandemic situation, CLAT has been postponed. Do like the session. I'm sure that you guys understood what is the what was taught today, the concept of Lokpal. The constitution of Lokpal, who appoints the Lokpal, what is the term of the Lokpal, and how is a Lokpal removed? These are the things we did discuss today in this class. So I would request all of you to like the session. I would request all of you to like the session and share this session, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you do not miss on any of the notification for all our new videos. As you know, we do take classes regularly. Every day there are classes happening for CLAT. So do not miss any of these classes. Although the country is opening up, you cannot go outside. So it's better that you stick inside your home and study as much as possible. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye bye from now, from me till now. Thank you very, very much.